The Larkan Tokens of Natal, South Africa. The location is now in present Natal, as you can see per the map of South Africa. John Larkan and his wife Francois Charlotte built a store on their farm Bontrand in 1901 and engaged in barter trade with the natives in the district. When John died in 1906, his widow, with the help of her brother, continued trading. They issued a series of cardboard tokens, none of which have survived, but as these could readily be altered and were easily damaged, they were withdrawn and destroyed. In 1907, between 2,000 and 3,000 aluminium tokens were ordered from Durban. These the natives accepted, as did all the neighboring stores. So these tokens were in use from 1906 to 1929, and they were aluminium, and they were uniface, and they were Bontrand store tokens. In the meantime, other stores had been built up at Kupa, Kansele, and Picanini. To distinguish turnover at the different stores, symbols as shown were engraved on the blank reverses. The stores were sold in 1909 to Strachan & Co. The stores that the Larkans operated in their heyday were Bontrand, that did not have any mark on it, Kupa, which had a circle engraved on reverse, Kansele, which had a capital C engraved on the reverse, Picanini, which had a triangle engraved on the reverse, and Stafford's Post, store leased out from time to time, a cross engraved on the reverse. Larkan, RPL and NFL. Thorninghurst near Donnybrook, Natal. Type 1, old Larkan store tokens. They were used in the 40s to mid-50s, also aluminium, and they were classified as store tokens. In 1939, Robert Percy Larkan and his wife Nora settled on a farm in the Donnybrook area of Natal, where laborers were plenty, though cash to pay them was in short supply. To overcome this, he resorted to using his mother's tokens, which he had taken with him when he left the family home in Umzinkulu. These were again readily accepted by both workers and neighboring storekeepers, who would exchange them for cash at the month end. Type 2 bobbins. They are NFL bobbins numbered 1 to 40, and they are RPL bobbins numbered 1 to 70. Robert and his wife devised a scheme whereby numbered bobbins were given by way of identity discs to the casual tocht labor they employed. Tocht is basically casual labor. Farmers often employed young boys from the age of 8 on a casual basis to help in such tasks as milking cows, herding cattle, etc. And most of them used to reside on the farm who were from the families of the workers. They were given bobbins which at the end of each day were exchanged for tokens and which again were accepted as cash by most of the neighboring storekeepers. Type 3, the closet tokens. These are extremely rare. These tokens did not circulate. When Robert and his wife retired in 1955, whatever tokens were on hand were supposedly destroyed by being tossed into a field toilet. Yes, a field toilet. However, a quarter of a century later, collector and researcher Scott Bolson was able to discover the site of the toilet and excavated what remained of the tokens. These are easily distinguished from the original store tokens as they retain traces of their long internment. Examples of most types were found, but reportedly none of the Kansele tiki and only one of the Kansele 2 shilling. The actual map that led to the rediscovery of the long drop field toilet that had long housed the discarded tokens. And you get on there, you can just make out barely the water tank, the trees, the house, the hedge, and they've set about, and if you went to Scott Bolson's website on the internet, you'll actually see additional photos where they actually dug it out. References, you can look at the newly published MTB on South African tokens. It hasn't been distributed worldwide yet, but it will be soon out there. Numbers from MB 1215 to to 20C, and then Hearn on 326, which covers most of the Larkan tokens. Special thanks to my dear friend Alan Jacobs.